Hi, this is John Michael at the studio of Heartspeak. I'm back here with Carolyn O'Brien Kardos. Part 4, Carolyn was talking about how she's making things aware. There are more ideas you said that you wanted people to be aware of.
Yes.
And the thing that impressed me is when you have this ovarian cancer, there's not an easy place to go to figure out what to do, and Carolyn has information for you.
Yes. So if you go to the ocra.org site, they do a lot of things to help women before they're diagnosed, where to go to get diagnosed, information like that. But then they also have different programs. They have support groups on there for survivors loved ones, for the children of survivors, where they could go for some support monthly meetings. They're all virtual. They have a craft one where you just make fun things and talk. I am part of the Woman to Woman program, which is a peer mentor program. And I think probably there's maybe 50 of us that do this, and we're all survivors. And we go through training, and women will call in and say they want to talk to somebody who's been through this. And so OCRA gets their cancer social workers that work doing this part of the job. So they will match these women with a mentor depending on what they needed. If they want to talk to someone their same age, if they want to talk to someone who had the same kind of cancer, they want to talk to someone that they're so depressed and they just need somebody with a good sense of humor or something. Well, they match us with these people, and I have 2 active ones now, 2 active mentees right now. I first will get the information, the person's name and phone number, email address, and I'll contact them. And then depending on what they need, we talk. And it could be, usually the first conversation is an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'll tell my story, I listen to their story, I listen to their questions, and you become friends with them. This is not an easy thing to do because anybody that has ovarian cancer, a lot of them don't survive. So I make friends knowing that probably I'm going to lose some of them. So then there's another program they do called Survivors Teaching Students. And they will go, there's a group of women in I think in each state. I don't do this, I wanted to, but I move around too much, so I can't do it. But what they do is they go 4 or 5 survivors and a host, I guess, what would you call the head person, would go into a college and talk to 3rd-year medical students and nurses and nurse practitioners and physician's assistants. They tell their stories, they tell what they went through, they tell these up-and-coming doctors, this is what we needed from you, this is what we would like to see you happen, so that the next generation of doctors and nurses that come out probably will be much more aware of ovarian cancer, and maybe instead of it being the 20th thing they test for, it might be the 5th. That's such an important program that they do. Can I tell you a funny story?
Yes, absolutely.
So, I have a nephew who is now a doctor, a gynecologist, and he is engaged to a gynecologist. And so when I went to his naming ceremony, which is once they finish medical school and they're going to do their residency, they open the envelopes and say, this is where you're going and this is where you're going. And so I went to that. And so after it was over and we were all talking and everything, I said, okay, you need to tell me what they told you about ovarian cancer. I said, well, really not much. That's not going to do for you. Not going to do for my nephew being a gynecologist. So he got a lot of information from me. And so now he is an attendant at the women's ward in Tampa. And when I talk to him, or I see him, and I say to him, okay, do you remember what I told you? Yes, I did, Aunt Carolyn, I remember. And last time I talked to him, he said, as a matter of fact, last week I diagnosed a woman with ovarian cancer and sent her up to the gynecology or the oncologist. So he's going to know what to do.
So information
Information
brings power to overcome
Yes.
fear and
Yes.
darkness and
Yes, but we've got to get the word out to the doctors, to the ladies, to just get the word out. And you're doing a great job doing that.
And I just would like to add something, a different slant to this too as well, for being blessed to meet with you and sit with you and learn so much, is that Carolyn has had loss in her life. She's overcome an illness that could have been terminal. Her husband has passed, yet she is 11 years strong past that, and she has got great energy, and she's bouncing all around, and she's at the pool today, and she's doing this. What I'm saying is, don't let age stop you.
Right.
She has a mission, she has a passion, she has a new purpose at this stage in her life and her adventures. So whatever's going on in your life out there, get involved, be aware, stay informed, have fun, and show up for life.
That's right.
And in your words, you said you were given an expiration date.
Yep.
11 years later,
Yep.
you said I wasn't going to cry about it. I was just going to deal with it.
Yep.
And now there's hope.
And
you're sharing that hope with everyone else.
I'm trying.
What a great life. What a wonderful
As many people
story.
as I can.
I'm very proud of you. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.